Thank you all so much for stopping by today. So let me show y'all what I did last night. Let me try to get out this sun. Here I am again. It's early. It's like almost 10 o'clock, but it's hot. This may be a 2 or 3 day project that I'm going to show you because last night I found the shovel and I said, let me just dig and see what type of soil we're working with. Now, when you come into the property, you could definitely see the Georgia red clay. So I knew we was gonna have some clay soil, not the sandy soil that we're used to. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. I'm gonna turn the camera around and walk over here and show y'all what I did. I am, once again, supposed to be unboxing things, but I figured since Chris took a break and went to the Atlanta Motor Speedway, I can take a break and work on my fountain that I got. It's a solar fountain. I just want to get something set up. I want to get some of these flowers planted and get them out the planter. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna walk over here. So again, found the shovel. There's some more tools I gotta find, but I was gonna try to get my stakes and my string and go back to my geometry days and use this as a center and do like a half moon shape or a half circle shape, but we're not gonna worry about that. What I am gonna do, I just kind of eyeballed it. If y'all can see, I eyeballed it and just went around because I don't particularly want to go all the way over to the corner right here. These are some of the plants that I picked up, but the thing is I don't have quite enough to fill this space how I want to. Now I got a picture in my mind. We'll see if the picture in my mind comes out or will I change again, because I have changed. But I got to pick up 2 more of the salvias that are right here. We're going to put some phlox here, and they're about, I think, I want to say about 18 inches apart for the phlox. I want to say about 2 feet apart for the salvia, but I may put them just a little bit closer. I kind of want to leave this area clear. This is where the fountain is going to be. So I know I'll need some more salvia, and then I had some daylilies down here that I'm going to go and try and find as well. I'm hoping I don't pick up any more plants, but seriously, I'm trying to get a lot of these planted. I am going to put some of them in planters that we got, but because that's one planter right there, and then right over there, if y'all can see, I know it probably just went really blurry, but those are self-watering planters. If you missed our live the other day, I was thinking about putting 2 of the self-watering containers actually at the driveway, like when you first drive in, but these are 2 of the planters too, so we're going to go ahead try to get those planted. But I'm going to grab my water because it's hot and try to go ahead and get started removing this grass. Well, like I said, it may be a 2 or 3 day project because I gotta get and I'm gonna amend it with some compost, but I gotta get the solar fountain set up, and I'm gonna try to do that before Chris gets back. I'm gonna try to get the solar fountain set up, but then I also have got to finish removing the grass in this area. I'm just gonna use the shovel. I have like a flatter shovel. Hopefully if I can loosen it up a little bit and just take it and remove most of the grass. And I don't know if I want to put, I do have some weed fabric, so I may put some weed fabric down as well to help control the weeds. And then I'm thinking about like a edging. I don't know, so that's why I said it may be a 2 or 3 day project, and it may also change because that's just how I am. So let me go try to see if I can. These are 2 type of lilies, the Stella d'Oro and the Big Time Happy lily. I think I got 4 right here. I think I need 2 Big Time Happy and 1 Stella d'Oro, but we'll work with that. I think I'm good on the phlox, but I definitely need 2 more salvia. So let me at least try to go and get the plants that I'm gonna put in here, see if they still have some in stock, and then we'll just start little by little. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. I'm gonna show you what I got. I don't know what the problem is, but I'll figure it out. But I'm back. So I'm gonna turn the camera around because I did get the 2 salvias. Let me just show you. They didn't have the, I'm hoping this is the same, hold on. I'm hoping this is the same type of daylily, big time happy. I don't know, but I got some more daylilies. So I'm just gonna, it's hot. And I think my camera had overheated, so it was acting crazy. But let me turn the camera around. I'll show you what all I got, and then we also got 2 spotlights to kind of spotlight the water fountain. Okay, so my main goal was to definitely get the salvias right here, in which I did pick up 2 more. This is what I was thinking, y'all. So they had, let me go ahead and pull these out. So we got 2 of these. I'm just gonna set them on the ground. I saw these on the clearance rack, and I've had these before. I've absolutely loved them. They're a really pretty color, but I only could find 2 on the clearance rack. So we may put those either in the middle, like as a, not as a pathway, but we may put them like in the middle and then put the other ones around, or either on the end on each side and put the other ones around. But instead of the Stella d'Oro, this is where I start going wrong, y'all. So can you see I picked up this purple d'Oro, because this is more like a purple color too. The other ones are yellow, so it's like a pinkish purple with a yellow throat. And then I saw these, and I was like, just since you can't find the other one, just bring them along. Just bring them along. If I don't, I'll find somewhere else to put them. And what I did get was 1 more of the Coral Flame phlox. The other ones didn't have a tag. This one had a tag, so I looked at it, and they're about 10 to 14 inches width. So I was measuring them a little bit wider than what I thought that they would get. So now that'll bring the total plants in that area to 6. And then there's the other daylily as well. So let me just kind of get everything placed, and then I'll show you. Because what I didn't do is I didn't pick up the mulch. But I did get the spotlights, because the only reason why I didn't pick up the mulch, because I'm not a fan of red mulch, which is, and when I'm saying this, y'all, this is just what I like to see. Is not to everybody do what makes you happy. Do what you don't mind looking at every single day. That's what I always tell people, is just do what you want to look at. So I'm not a fan of red mulch. I always get brown mulch, but since the fountain is black, I'm thinking, and the fence is white, should I just put black mulch in this area? I'm still thinking about that, which is why I didn't get it. But I did get the 2 spotlights. They're solar powered too. Like I said, this is going to be our solar power area. So they're solar powered. They had different lumens, but the one that I thought I would probably need, it was like, no, those are for, you know, when you read the tag, it said those are for like uplighting big trees, and so we're not trying to uplight big trees. So this one is, I think, like 30 lumens, and I've used these before as well. They do a good job. So we'll just, you know, adjust this to where the sun can hit it, and just kind of put them where they're just spotlighting the fountain. So let me take these out. Let me just try to get something placed, and then I'm going to put the fountain together. Normally I'll get my engineer Chris to put this fountain together, because it will take him no time. But like I said in the beginning, I am supposed to be going through boxes. Technically I am going through boxes, which is the fountain is in a box and I'm going to put it together, but that's not what he's thinking. And I also wanted to tell y'all too, so what I am not doing is putting drip on here, only because I can get a long enough water hose. All of these are perennials, so once they get established, they'll be good. I'll just make sure. Now, why is this dripping? Why is this dripping? Because somebody left it on. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, I don't like that. So we have water access right here. So again, I'll get a hose that can reach over there. And then I can just make sure as they're getting established, I can water them in really good. So I'm not really worried about just doing any type of drip here. Definitely for the garden, but not here. That's a good way for me to get outside and do something. And again, still up in the air about the edging. Like in the past, I have used my I don't think you would call it a spade, but I've used that in the past and just did my own edging and let it kind of be as one with the grass. But I'm thinking right here I may want edging. Still got that. That's why I told y'all it's probably going to be like a 2 to 3 day project. But the first thing I'm going to do is get the plants kind of sectioned so that I can look at them and see. Okay, so I'm gonna get the fountain put together because y'all look at this. He always comes and visits. I'm trying to figure out, do I really need those last 2? I want to see the proportion right here. I gotta be careful because I think that's like a termite receptacle, bait, whatever. So I gotta be careful about the whole digging. But I have the 2 daylilies right here, the 2 varieties right here, and then the purple. It's so many like crickets and grasshoppers and things and ants in here. But I'm really wondering, will I really need these other 2? So I may with the, because the daylilies are about 2 feet apart. So I'll just use my feet and do 2 feet apart. I'm just thinking it out, y'all. So let me go ahead, get the fountain together, because again, I really don't want, and I may have to move these right here out that way, because I want to be able to just straight up walk through and fill the water fountain up when I get ready without doing all this stepping over and stepping into. So that's why I'm trying to keep this little pathway cleared right here, because that is the main purpose. Like the spotlights will probably go right here, but I just want to be able to walk up, fill it up, and then whatever else I need to do, and then put it back. So that's what we're working with so far. Let me these instructions are going to be so easy for me to put together. So let me try to do that. Okay, so I'm going to sit right here and really read these instructions and put it together. This is what I read online as far as the reviews and the comments. This is a solar fountain, just like it's a solar light. So it's going to depend on how much sun that it gets per day as to how long it's going to run. Most of the comments says it runs about 4 to 6 hours a day. Now where we're putting it at, it is going to be south facing. So hopefully it'll be exposed to lots of sun, but I'm okay with that. Just like the solar spotlights that we're gonna use, most of the time, if they got a good amount of sun, they stayed on pretty much like all night, but it's solar. So it's gonna depend on the time of the year, how much sun it gets. So I'm okay with that, because I'm gonna eventually, when I put up the vegetable garden, like right in the middle, I do want like a fountain or a bird bath or some type of structure. But I just want to get something up, y'all. I feel like I just need to nurture something right now. And I didn't want to have to do, at this moment, you know, like if I got a plug-in, because there were plenty of plug-in fountains, but I would need to trench it. I think the nearest outlet is probably like up here, like right here. So I would have to trench it, run the power all the way here. I'm walking over here because I don't know if this is like a outlet or not. I don't think that's an outlet. I think that's something else. But yeah, so that's why I didn't want to, at this moment, get one that plugged in, because I would need to, and I guess it wouldn't have been that bad now that I'm thinking about it, because I could have went under here, went over here, and then just ran it all the way to the nearest outlet. I think this is the nearest outlet. So I didn't want to do all of that. I just want to get something up again, so that I can nurture it. So let me pull out these instructions. I'm gonna sit here and read them, because let me tell y'all, I have told y'all this before. It's not that I don't know how to put things together, because when Chris was downrange, or when he was TDY, honey, IKEA was my first teacher. We were in Germany, and let me just tell you, if y'all know about IKEA, you know, you're gonna look at them pictures. You're not gonna get no put this in, these are this, put this here. You're gonna look at them pictures and you're gonna put them together. So I feel like if I can put an IKEA piece together, I put bookshelves together, you know, while Chris was gone. So I can do it, but like I always tell y'all, it takes me longer, because I'm like, number one, do this, number two, do that. For some odd reason, Chris will look at it, put it together. Now sometimes he hands me extra pieces, but then he'll show me the paper and say, see, it says extra pieces. So sometimes I gotta watch him, but it's so much relief off of me as to spending hours and hours. But I do want to get this done, so that hopefully when he gets home, it'll just be up. Now he'll probably inspect it, he will, and make sure, or I may even ask him to just like look over it, make sure I did it right, but the bulk of it will be up. So let me go ahead, get this going, and I'm hoping this is going to be the right proportion, because I was looking at the diameter, the height, the width. So I'm hoping this is going to be the perfect proportion, and this is going to be a great way to start a little small perennial garden. Okay, so I almost got it together, but I'm going to have to really sit down and use my thought process and my technical and analytical skills with this LED light. So it's like it's pinching right here. I did everything that it said. It's right here, but you can't get this out. I know it's gonna be something simple. I just need to like think about it. Sometimes you just have to stop and think about it, but I just wanted to show y'all real quick how it looks. So I got this together so far. I still got to hook up the solar thing and put everything in there, because I can tell they did make it simple, but it's just this one LED light that is upsetting me. So it's really simple. Like, all I gotta do is put the blue to the blue, the orange to the orange. You got your on and off, you got your timer, you got your stakes to set it up. But this LED light, something about it, it's pinching the cord right now, but I'm gonna figure it out, because I always do. I just got to, everything else was good, like hooking the pump, hooking the rubber hose, but I gotta figure out what is going on with this light. And the end of that can't fit into here. That's where the water comes from. And when you put it clockwise, it pinches. So let me just sit here and really think about it and really look at the directions again, because the directions are pretty simple. You know, you got some pictures here, but it's something, I feel like it's a step that is not making this flush, basically. I'll get to the end of it, but I like it. I think it's going to be, I know it's going to be really pretty. I'm going to use one of the pavers that the old homeowners left to put on it, so that way it'll be level. That's like the easiest way to level like a garden structure. I'm gonna put it on a paver, and then I really want to take it around just to see, but that way it'll be level, and then we're gonna face it towards the sun. And then I may not get it running today. I may just go ahead and put the water in and all of that, because it's late afternoon going on evening, so it's not gonna have enough time to you know, get some of that solar, but still I do like it because I've been researching, y'all. I researched some other ones. Like I said, I don't want it, like, I didn't want anything too big for that space. This is going to be perfect, but let me figure it out, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to y'all because I'm going to figure it out. I always do. Just like in life, work, whatever, sometimes you just got to walk away from it, look back at it again, and then it'll just come to you. So I'm almost there. Just got to figure out this light, but everything else is hooked up. Okay, y'all, so it is the very next day, and let me just tell y'all what happened. This is so crazy. I am one that I always check the weather, like, for the week, in the morning, in the evening, like I'm just checking all the time. Y'all, no rain in sight. None. It was supposed to be like 95, no rain, sunny, not even a cloud on the weather app. I was sitting out here talking to my dad, and I was like, wow, it's starting to get dark. The trees are starting to sway a little bit. And I remember him saying, well, don't be out there if it's lightning. I'm like, I'm not going to be outside, you know, if it's lightning. And I got off the phone with him, and let me show y'all what I did. Because I said, let me take a break from the, let me just take a break from the fountain, just kind of regroup. Let me think about it. Let me go back, look at the directions, because it's something that I was missing. But Chris is here now. I was telling him about it, but it was raining, and it rained for a good while, which is good. It did water the plants. But as I was doing that, let me show y'all what I was working on, and I was almost done. But as soon as I heard, at first I saw a little lightning, and I was like, is that lightning? And a little thunder. And I was like, okay, not raining yet. But yeah, lightning came, and I was like, okay, that'll do it. That's it for me. Time to go inside. But let me show you, I was almost done with what I was trying to do while I was thinking about my statue. Okay, so we're gonna walk out here really quick, but again, the plants got some good rain. That's for sure. And I want to stop and show y'all this real quick. This was a salvia right here, y'all. It was looking real down and out, just real bad. It was like the blooms had been spent, but it was leaning over. So normally when I cut back or when I prune, I don't like to do like over 30% of the plant. But I took a chance. I said, you know what, it's either gonna make it or it's not, because it was actually given to me for free. And I said, it just looked so bad. So I cut it back hard, like almost to the like where it started at, the pot. I cut it back so hard. I cut off all the spent blooms, and I just cannot believe just in a few days how it is bouncing back. So this is definitely gonna have a special place in the garden for me, just because it was looking bad. And real quick, y'all, remember at the beginning when we first moved here, I was telling you this is why you don't plant mint. This is why I put mint in the pots. And the guy had took a weed eater and killed a lot of, not killed, but cut back a lot of the mint, because you can still see this. And so do y'all see it coming back? So I am gonna have to just take my trowel and really get that mint up. And we'll just have to do that just kind of over time, because again, they grow underground by rhizomes. So we'll just do that over time. But let me show y'all for real. Okay, let me show you what I was working with. This is why, I don't know, my mind's just going. Okay, so I just started with the shovel, just loosening up the soil. And again, I will say the soil surprised me. Although it's clay soil, it's not hard. And all I gotta do is do this little area. This is where I almost was done. And then the lightning, and I was like, okay, that'll do it. I gotta go now. Gotta go inside, because we don't play with thunder or lightning. Definitely not lightning. And I was here by myself. So I'm going to place these plants again, but I gotta promise myself I'm not gonna make it any wider, because as I was looking, I was like, I sure would like to come out just a little bit more, but I'm just gonna stick to the plan. I'm gonna get this last little bit, and then I'm gonna try my best to get out as much grass as I can, and just go ahead and kind of level this area out right here so that I could put a paver in and Chris can set up the fountain right here. I'm still gonna amend the soil with the compost, but I'm still torn if I want to do landscape edging. So let me try to get this done, because I was just almost done. That was gonna be my stopping point yesterday anyway. I had said, if you go ahead and get this done, then tomorrow you can come back and just kind of get the grass out. So that's where we stopped at yesterday. Okay, y'all. Do you see this? I was just looking outside. Y'all, it's been hot. And so I said, let me go and get my soil blocks, because it was like an overcast. No rain in sight once again, and it is raining. This is what I'm talking about. So hold on. Let me go get my soil blocks. This is just ridiculous. Like, at least put a 10% chance, a 5% chance, 3% chance, so I know what I'm working with. Maybe it'll rain, maybe it won't. But once again, this seems to be happening every single day. So just a second, and then it's not raining hard, and I don't think it's gonna rain long. I'm pausing because it's like slowly stopping. Okay, so just really quick, y'all, let me go ahead and tell you about this fountain. I am so upset because I told Chris, I was like, I don't know why it keeps pinching on the cord. It's something I'm doing wrong. I tried to give him the instructions. Chris did not look at them instructions, and he was like, what is cord? Why you got it going like? And I said, because this is what it said. So I reread the instructions, and it specifically said, feed it down through the base like the pump. And I felt so, I was so pissed, because y'all know I knew I could put it together, and it was just like that one simple step. So we placed it where it could get lots of sun, and it has been working, but this is what's bothering me. And I think I'm gonna go get some paver sand and try to even out. Now, the paver does make it on a flat surface, but it's really upsetting me because it's not, I don't know if y'all can see it. This side needs to come over just a little bit, so it's not even. So let me turn it on real quick, just so you could kind of see it. It's a little thing on the back. Okay, so, and I may have to put some more water in there. When the water gets low, it'll automatically stop. The top is okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put some more water in there. So the bottom was coming out, but all of them weren't coming out like, if you can see, like these sides are coming out, but not this side. And that's because it needs to be tilted just a little bit over, just a little bit over, because it's not even like it's supposed to. But I'll work that out. And that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to cover this up with plants. I'm just gonna put mulch on here. I'm gonna put the 2 spotlights, because seriously, once I that way I could just walk straight in and do what I need to do with the pump or with the fountain. But I gotta get, because that's gonna bother me, so I gotta get that even. But other than that, that one little thing that I left out. And at night, the LED light comes on. It has to be at night for it to come on. So now, I mean, with the overcast like this, I'm gonna do like I did yesterday. I'm just gonna go ahead and change my shoes. I had started placing the plants again. So I'm going to just go ahead and start planting. I'm gonna start planting and see how far I could get. And then we are going to put the mulch. I'll line it up again, line this area up again. And I figured, y'all, I'm gonna put these a little bit further over the daylilies, because I don't want it to end up covering this pathway up either. So yeah, one small step, y'all, I was missing. But I'm gonna go to the big box stores when I get the mulch, and I think I'm just gonna use that paver sand just to even it out like underneath the paver so that it is all working. Because yeah, that's gonna, I'm not gonna rest until I have it like correct. So let me cut it off because it only got like a few hours of sun, but we just wanted to make sure that it's working. So it's 3 of them. Yep. And I can tell with the bottom one that this one is kind of leaning over just a little bit. So, but I still love it. I still love it. I'm gonna put my spotlights up. I think I am gonna use the black mulch for it, and then I'll decide about the edging later. But this is what we have so far. Okay, so I won't even tell y'all what day. How many days? It's about a couple days later. It really has been so hot first thing in the morning that I was like, we're not doing it today either. And we're not doing it. And then we had like afternoon showers when I could. But again, because Chris was helping me, and he was like, go up, go down, go this, go that. And I said, you know what? I'm tired of trying to pack the soil. So I went and got a bag of this paver sand right here, which really, in my opinion, helped out a whole lot to even things out. So we got it up, we got it running. And so you can put these on different modes. You can let it run for maybe like 4 hours a day. The light will come on at night, but now, and while I was there, I went ahead and got the mulch, y'all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I did get brown. I just like brown mulch. I looked at the black and I was like, probably not. So what I've been doing is I'm gonna water this in. Again, as you can see, very different type of soil. Clay soil. The drainage seems good. But when you build in your soil, you want a combination of a little clay, a little sand. You want like loamy soil. So the clay soil is good for holding in minerals. And it's also, just make sure your drainage is pretty good so that it doesn't get waterlogged. And then like the sand, you'll get good drainage, but you'll probably have to feed it a little bit more often, just depending on what you're growing. But again, all of these are perennials. So let me just take you real quick again and show you what we did, because I minused 2 of these flocks just to make way for the daylilies that you see. So we got 4 daylilies on each side. The Stella d'Oro purple, the regular yellow, and then the other daylily that I showed you that was by Monrovia. We got the coral flame phlox, and then we got the salvia, the speedwell, Veronica speedwell, which the pollinators love. Now these I just planted today, which is why I'm going to water them in, because they are looking a little bit sad, versus these that have been in the ground for a couple of days, and they've been getting some of that good rain. So I'm just going to finish this up. What I'm going to do is, I know I have like my garden spade where I really do the edging. So I just want to get this done. So once I find that tool, I'll come back and I will just kind of tighten up all of the edges. But I'll show it with you with the mulch, because remember, I want to keep this area clear so that I can just walk right up and do maintenance, fill the water up, do whatever I need to. So I don't want anything that is right here. So I did get 2 spotlights from the big box stores. These are solar as well. So we're just gonna call this our solar garden. So those are solar right here. I just got them positioned upward so that at night it can kind of shine on the fountain. I'll come back tonight and adjust them. And so I want to go back and get maybe 2 bags of mulch. I kind of spread it some thin in areas because I only bought 4 bags. So I'll probably get some more mulch, because the mulch is going to help conserve the moisture. And then once I am able to find my garden, like the edger, I'm really going to tighten up these lines and define them a little more. But I'm really excited about how it came out. Like, I absolutely love the flowers. I'm going to see how they fill in. It's not to say that I won't add any more, but again, I want to keep this area right here up to the fountain. I definitely want to keep that clear. And so I ran into a couple of bricks that were within the soil, but overall I love it, and I am going to love the color. So over the next few days, I'm going to make sure that I keep an eye on them. When I plant, I like to just make sure they're watered, because it's still the heat of the sun in the day. This is actually south facing for us. The sun's kind of cooled off a little bit on here, but it's kind of showing right here. I do have a feeling that the daylilies are really going to fill in, but the colors are going to be beautiful. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell so that you can receive notifications each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, bye bye.